What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. In today's topic, we're going to talk about Wembanyama. That's right, Victor Wembanyama. As this guy is a huge problem for the NBA. I mean, and I mean that in a good way. But before I continue to spew about this guy just being a freak, hit that subscribe button, man, and also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports media takes. Man, I know you guys may have seen the highlights of Wembanyama, versus the Golden State Warriors. And yes, I have to say Wembanyama versus the Golden State Warriors because this guy is so good. They did end up winning the game. I literally don't really know any of the other players like that because the Spurs basketball brand has not been the same since Tim Duncan left, Ginobili, all those big name guys that brought multiple championships to the city of San Antonio, man. Like, Spurs basketball has not looked the same. And Greg Popovich, man, was looking real washed up, looking like how Bill Belichick is looking right now for the New England Patriots. But he seems to has it figured out and was waiting. As you all know, they rigged this for him to get Wembanyama. But it seems like this guy has, resurfaced from the ashes and now has a true bona fide bucket getter. I mean, watching this guy's Victor's Wembanyama's highlights last night, man, this guy was unbelievable, man. Like, I'm one of those guys, man. I don't buy into the hype as quick as everybody else. I'm a type of guy, like, you gotta kind of show me, you know what I mean? Like, you really have to convince me that you are legit a bona fide baller. And I saw flashes of what Victor was doing in the summer league, and I said, okay, I want to see how he's going to match up, when the starters play him, right? Because you guys remember when Victor Wembanyama came over, he said that, oh, this is easy, and you had all these cats like Monkey Man, Draymond Green coming out talking about some dude. It's the summer league, bro. It's the summer league, knowing damn well you can't do nothing. Draymond Green, you couldn't do nothing. I'm talking about you can kick him in his. You know what? You could pull his shorts down. You could do all those stupid antics that you do against other opponents. And I guarantee Victor Wembanyama would still give your ass that work. So for him to come out and even say that like he's a bona fide baller was the first red flag in my opinion. But Victor has shown up and he has shown everybody that he is legit. This guy has handles like a freaking point guard. Like, and it doesn't look clumsy looking. He's way taller than Anthony Davis, and when Anthony Davis dribbles or lays up the ball, it just looks sloppy looking to me. You see a guy like this, nice touch everywhere, perimeter shot, mid-range, three-pointer, going to the hole, driving it, smooth transition. It doesn't look sloppy. It looks like a clean form, clean game. I mean, this guy is the truth, man, and he's literally one man that when he's on the court, it just looks like this guy is fake. Ain't no damn way you this damn big. I don't know, man. Like, this guy is huge. And another thing that people wanted to say to use against Victor Wembanyama was, oh, he's too little. But if you just closely look at his frame, this guy isn't as small as Chet was. This guy isn't as small as Chet was when he came to the NBA. This guy seems to have nice compact size, and you gotta realize how tall and lanky he is, and just looking at his build, he does not look super scrawny to me. And also, he plays with more strength than a lot of big men in the league. Literally, like, just watching his play, you guys have to keep this in mind. The NBA is more easier compared to those waters over there and those basketball courts over there internationally. Those guys still play old school basketball / prison basketball, where they raised you at a young age to be more tough mentally and physically than American NBA. Then I'm sorry, it is what it is. Like, the NBA, the rules are very much soft. That's why LeBron James looks so dominant, because of the rules. I mean, it's so offensive, more high scoring. So yeah, you're going to get a lot of that. In my opinion, I think that there are players overseas more tougher. A lot of players overseas are more tougher and find the game easy because from a youth to an adult, they are playing very physical basketball. So he is going to come into the NBA in America and make everybody look pedestrian. That's just what it is. And it may be guys overseas more better. The NBA seems to scout more internationally now versus, home side. And that's just where the world is going. But I want to pull up these clips of Wembanyama doing this in 90 seconds. This was from a post, and I pulled this video up, man, because it's just showing this guy's all-around talent. Look at how this guy has great ball control, can bring the ball up the court. And look at that, isn't afraid of the moment. Most people would be afraid to go against a 4-time champion, Klay Thompson, and you see this guy go at him. Look at his free throw game. I mean, all-around game is ridiculous for that size. Look at it block. The stuff that these long-range three-pointers, he has the extension and wingspan to be able to get out there and get on the ball. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Where you going? Waiting on you. Look at this. Waiting on you. Literally. That's cookies all day. And with the 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Did you guys just see that? Man, this guy is going to be the truth, and he's going to disrupt the West. He is literally one chess piece in the United States, and he's going to disrupt the whole West. I don't see anybody getting past this guy without a fight, because the way his mindset is, he landed in the perfect spot because Greg Popovich is going to get everything out of him, and he's going to push him to be the true number one centerpiece of this team, and the Spurs are going to gain their identity. You know what I mean? And it's just good to see this, because I'm curious to see how he's going to look against the big three teams, right? You got all these teams in the NBA. We got the big threes in the West, KD, Booker, Bradley Beal. You got, the big two with the Lakers, the big two with the Clippers. You got all these teams with, 2 to 3 superstars or all-stars. And I'm curious to see how a regular looking Spurs team is going to match up against these guys, because I truly believe if you have a system and true talent mixed with hard work, I think that you can always be a contender. We get caught up in this whole thing feeling like, oh, you got to have a bona fide big three to win. And I'm curious to see how Greg Popovich is going to assemble a team to be competitive amongst these big three teams, to go at them and embarrass them. Because if this is what he's going to do to these teams, the NBA is in trouble. There's no other way to say that. The NBA is in trouble. And if they can manage to keep pedestrian talent around this guy, right? I'm not calling all these players on the Spurs pedestrian, but a lot of these guys we just don't watch simply because the Spurs have been bad for so long. But I'm so curious to see how Victor Wembanyama is going to match up, as this guy has had a dominating preseason, right? And I want to pull up this report where it says we're at the point where Wembanyama can basically be considered an early career Shohei Ohtani. And if you guys know who that is, that's the baseball player, the Asian baseball player who is he's a freak as well. He's doing his thing in Major League Baseball, and this guy is the real deal. So that's the comparison that they're saying, because he's taking the league by storm. It says, in that he presents a physical package never seen before in league history, with questions of 1, whether he can stay healthy, and 2, if the laws of physics really are that flexible. And why I believe that he can go against all of this and prove the doubters wrong is because of how KD is. KD has always been very fragile. And he has nitpicking injuries, but he's quite durable in my opinion. And I just think that Victor Wembanyama has more of a solid frame than a lot of these guys in the NBA. And I think that he'll beat the odds on that. I think that Greg Popovich is going to coach him to make smart, responsible decisions as far as his health, his body, and how to attack the rim without putting himself in jeopardy, because that's the type of coach he is. But I believe that these are things that Wembanyama already knows. I mean, the guy just seems to be 10 steps ahead of everybody in the league right now. I'm sorry, this guy is the real deal. You guys see Chris Paul and all these other players lining up to get his jersey, because you're going to definitely want this future Hall of Famer, seems to be, or what he could be, a Hall of Famer. You're going to want his jersey somewhere in your jersey room or on your wall. And I don't blame him at all. It goes out to say that the Spurs are scheduled to open the regular season Wednesday against the Dallas Mavs, right? Mind you, I stay in Dallas, so I want to see how Kyrie is going to look, and Luka is going to look against this guy. as Luka is an international player as well, but this guy is the real deal. And you guys saw how Steph Curry square up against Victor Wembanyama, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are. When it's time to do the tip off, it's not a lot of people who's going to get up over Wembanyama. So I think that Steph Curry just did this to say, hey, I had a chance to go against Wembanyama in a jump ball scenario at the tip off. And as you guys can see, there's no way that someone can jump over this guy. So you might as well just have fun and just try. And I don't blame Steph Curry. So you guys let me know what y'all think on this, man. As Victor Wembanyama is going to be a huge problem for a lot of these cats in the NBA. And you can already see that he has that respect from the OGs. And there are going to be a lot of people who probably come out and not dislike this guy. I'm just being honest. This is sports. There's a lot of people going to love him. A lot of people aren't. But so far, I have become a fan of this guy. And I want to see how he handles the pressure. And I want to see how committed he's going to be, or if he turns out to be a diva or not. Most international players aren't that much into diva type of behavior. So I hope that with the system, he can keep basketball first, take it seriously as he has shown already. Really embrace being an all-time great, because that's the trajectory for this kid right now. And I'm happy to see this guy's journey. So you guys let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about Victor Wembanyama, and are you guys going to try to get some tickets to this guy's game? Because I really want to see this guy in person. So you guys let me know. Like always, like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me know how you charge the game. Peace.